Hi beautiful people, welcome back to my channel. My name is Temi. In today's tutorial we're going to be learning how to cut and sew this gorgeous halter neck backless dress. If this seems like something you're interested in, please do not forget to watch to the end of the video. Please do well to give this video a thumbs up, do well to subscribe, and without wasting much time, let's get started with today's tutorial. Welcome guys. So for this tutorial I'm going to be making use of my 2 meters of African print, my scissor, my tape, and also my ruler. I'm going to be showing you how to fold your fabric using this A4 paper. So note that the widest part needs to be folded on bias. So from one edge you want to go ahead and fold it this way. From the widest edge you make a point right there and fold it into a bias. So we're going to be taking all the measurements from that angle. I repeat again, you take your measurement from the widest part and fold it, and we start taking all the measurements from this part. So let's get started. I'll just proceed to fold my fabric on a bias just as I explained using the paper. And after folding, this is how it looks. You want to go ahead and make sure that your fabric aligns on the side. And to avoid your fabric moving back and forth, just make sure that you pin it down. So I'm just going to proceed to use my pin to do that, and I'm going to start taking my measurement. Please note I'm taking all the measurement from this folded edge. So the first measurement would be my shoulder measurement divided by 2 plus 1 inch. So my shoulder measurement is 7 and I'm going to add 1 inch for hemming allowance. So after locating this point, I'll just make sure that I mark a straight line right there. So this is my shoulder line. So from the folded edge, I'm going to go up by 1 inch and I'm going to connect it back into the line. After connecting this line, any measurement that we're taking from this edge will be taken from the upper line and not the shoulder line. So now on the side, I'm going to go ahead and mark 1 inch. This is going to be where we insert our loop for the ropes. So I'm just marking my 1 inch starting from the edge, and I'm going to connect this point. After connecting, the next thing to locate is the full length of your dress. From the second line, I'm going to go down and mark the full length of my dress. So for the full length of my dress, I want it to be 33 inches, but I'll add 1 inch for hemming allowance. So placing my tape right there, and I'll continue to mark my full length for the dress, which is 34 inches. Make sure when you're taking the full length, your tape doesn't move from the second line to avoid your length being shorter or too long. So after getting the proper length, which is 34 inches, I'm just going to proceed to connect those dots. Once I'm done, I'm just going to cut out my fabric piece. Now that we're done cutting, you need to locate your waistline. So from the second line that we have here, we're going to mark our waist measurement. So my waistline is at 15, but I need to add about 1.5 inches into the measurement. This is where my back piece will be starting from. So my waistline is 15 and I'll add 1.5, meaning I'm marking 16.5. I'll proceed to notch this part, and I'll also go ahead to locate the same line on the center front. So placing my tape from the edge, and I'm going to locate my 16.5. Now that we're done, this is how it looks when you open it up. We'll proceed to cut in the back. I went ahead to fold my fabric in a bias as well. Then I went ahead to place my front piece on it. Make sure that everything is in place, then go ahead and pin it down. So now from the notched area, what you want to do is fold your fabric, your front fabric. You want to go ahead and fold it, and also take note of it on the other side. So this is the front piece, just so that you know what I'm trying to explain. So after folding my front piece, I'm going to go up by 1.5. This is going to be where I'm going to insert my elastic for the back. So I'm just going to go ahead and connect this markings, which is 1.5, and I'm going to connect them together. So once we're done with this, we'll proceed to cut this out. As you can see, this is the notched area and it's 1.5 inches different. So I'll also go ahead to trace out the bottom of my dress and cut it out. Once we're done, I'm going to unpin my front piece and show you how the back looks. So as you can see, the back is quite shorter and it's quite deeper. Now we're going to start joining our piece. To join, I'm going to go ahead and fold in this V shape. So I'm going to fold it by 1/2 inch and further fold it by 1 inch. I'll stitch it all around up until the end. After stitching, this is how it looks. The next thing to do is to insert our elastic. So for my elastic, I went ahead to cut out a piece which is about 15 inches. You can make it shorter just to get a firmer shape on your back. So I'm just going to go ahead and use my pin to pass it through this elastic casing that we made. Make sure that when you're passing your elastic, it doesn't go inside entirely. Just make sure you hold it down with a pin to avoid any type of stress. Once I get to the other edge, I'm going to go ahead and also pin it down. So after pinning, the next thing to do is to go ahead and top stitch on the sides. And after stitching, this is how my back piece looks. Now it's time to join the front piece to the back piece. And to do so, I'm going to place my fabrics right sides facing the right side. So from the notched area that we marked when cutting out, we'll stitch from that part down to the hem. I'll also proceed to locate the notched area and stitch it down to the hem. After stitching, this is how it looks. The next thing to do is to close up the side so you don't have raw edges there. You go ahead and fold it in by 1/2 inch and further fold it in by 1/2 inch. This is going to make it very neat. And on the other side as well, you do the same thing. Then for the top, you go ahead and fold it in to create your casing. After hemming the sides and also creating a channel for my straps, what I'm going to do is cut out my strap, and this is how it looks. And I'm going to proceed to use my pin to also insert this strap into the casing. After inserting, I'm just going to proceed to just make sure that everything is sitting in place and make sure that the ropes are the same size on each side. I'm going to go ahead and knot the edge and trim out the excess. So after doing that, this is how it looks. So this is how the dress looks. The last thing to do now is to go ahead and hem the bottom of the dress all over. And this is how it looks after hemming. I'll go ahead and take it to my ironing board and I'll give it a good press. And this is how gorgeous the dress looks. I hope this tutorial was very helpful. If so, please do not forget to like, share. Please do also subscribe to the channel. And I'll see you guys in my next video. Bye guys.